Okay, we are going. Yeah, the adventure begins, eh? Nice to start where we left off, actually. Kind of roots us, you know. It's been a while since the Christmas stuff. Bridges from there to here.
Come and have a look.
Oh, man. I've missed him. Ooh, hello.
I want to know your name.
That's tricky. Little kind of posh. Say doctor for 1,000 years and it becomes my name.
Fair enough, yeah.
But you're the police?
No. Inside it's a time and space machine, but outside. Once I landed in 1963 and they used to have police boxes.
I like that we're kind of explaining everything, you know. It very much feels like, sorry, I know they're marketing it as season 1. Very much like an entrance for new people if they haven't, you know. It's a good time to start watching it. And they, I think, very much know that. And they're kind of just explaining all the stuff that if you watch Doctor, you already know, right? But it's always good to brush up on it.
Gallifrey. And where's that?
Don't ask.
Gone!
You right?
Gone. It's gone. I am the last of the Time Lords.
Yeah, interesting what that sets up. And I talked about it in the Christmas stuff, specials. But this idea of, you know, Chibnall's establishment of the Doctor and their origins, right? And what that means. And it puts Ncuti's Doctor in a really interesting position. I think that sentence there frames it really well of they're all gone. For a long time, I thought I was one of them. It turns out I wasn't. And that's a lot. That's a lot to put on someone, right? And it's really complicated, really nuanced, because it's this thing of put yourself in the Doctor's shoes. This your identity that felt so solid was rocked. The foundation's rocked. Suddenly everything you knew, that's no longer the case. And actually your people, you're not truly one of them, right? There's an argument to be made that you are because you were raised with them and, you know, but as an individual person, that's got to be playing on you, right? And it's got to be difficult to be dealing with that. And some of you must be like, I'm not one of them. I'm going to tear myself away from that. I can't, but then you can't just erase your history with them and the feelings that you had and probably still have for them in the sense of like, you probably still feel like they're your people. And you wouldn't necessarily be incorrect by saying that and feeling that either, because, you know, you've been raised with them. And I think to a certain extent, they are your people, but they're gone now. And you are the only one left. And you are the representation in the whole universe of them. Do you let them? That's the decision. That's the interesting part about it. Do you let them die? Do you carve out a new path for yourself, which you'd be valid to do as well? But then by doing that, Gallifrey and the Gallifreyans and the memory of them would cease to exist and they would truly be gone. Do you know what I mean? And that's a lot to take. That's a big decision to make, to kind of choose yourself to let Gallifrey and the Gallifreyans go because you don't feel connected or as connected to them as you used to, because you're not just making that decision for yourself, you're making that decision for the universe. For all intents and purposes, in the universe, if you make that decision and let it go, Gallifrey and Gallifreyans would cease to be. Do you do that, or do you choose to retain some of that and allow Gallifreyans to live in yourself and keep it alive and carry it on, right? Because you are the sole representative of that, even though that representation is very nuanced and complicated now. Do you know what I mean? It's a really interesting foundation for an interesting story, character development for Ncuti's Doctor. And I really hope they do. That line there makes me think they're going to deal with that, right?
Let's have a random landing.
Yeah, let's do it.
150 million years in the past.
Don't be so ridiculous. Are there dinosaurs out there?
I don't know. Go and have a look.
Really? That's okay. It's not super safe of you, mate.
Is it safe?
Yes, good question.
What if I change history by stepping on a butterfly or something?
Who steps on butterflies? Come here, butterfly, come here!
Why'd you go northern for that, mate? Eh? You think we're all just butterfly killers? What do you mean? No. No!
Oh!
Don't tell her.
What's
Damn.
wrong?
Amazing. Okay.
If you have made an incorrect accusation, I will have to kill you.
No.
What?
Just wait, wait a minute.
Well, this went south. Really? Okay. How does that work? Mate.
Am I missing something?
Okay. Wait, I saw previews and like behind the scenes of her getting makeup. Was that whole like thing just for like a moment in the episode? That's wild.
You forgot the butterfly compensation switch?
Really? That's the switch, okay.
Sit! Bang your bit!
Sorry, it's over. Yeah.
We got through walls.
No, you're not. You went through doors. Sorry.
It's broken. Most of the universe is knackered, babes.
Oh, it is. Probably, I don't know. I mean, this part of it.
Overlords.
Well, that was close.
Is that monster?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, okay. Yike. Yeah, the show very much establishing that running is a big part of this show.
The question is, why did I run? I love meeting new things, so why did it give me the shivers?
Ah, something to do with.
Whoosh!
I like the Doctor's top and the colours.
Oh, we're on a baby farm.
Aware? This doesn't feel okay.
I'm not saying things are connected, and yet...
This place grows babies. What for?
Oh, it's gonna be a bad reason, isn't it?
Baby farms boost the population. Sometimes the world goes sterile.
Oh. She's great, you know? Even just this first 10 minutes or so of this episode.
You said genocide.
Mm-hmm.
Your people are gone.
Good, I'm glad we're not just brushing over a little bit, you know?
How do you keep going?
For days like this.
Yeah.
But I don't have a job either. I don't have a boss or taxes or rent or bills to pay. I don't have a purpose
That must be nice.
or a mission, but I have
Freedom.
freedom.
Ah,
And so I keep moving on.
why not?
It looks even better through your eyes.
Planet Pacifico del Rio.
Mavity.
So it helps you fit into every time and place.
So full of life, isn't he?
Can I see your phone?
Oh, you're gonna text her? Yeah, we're establishing a lot of rules, aren't we?
One phone call.
That is wild technology, though. Oh, you love to see her.
What is it now?
Mom?
Butt dial. Say butt dial.
That's the best signal ever. How much that cost?
From birth zone 6. I keep getting these temporary
No, I don't like it.
intervals, then
Stop it.
try cross matching with the CO2 exchange until we get that pressure down.
Oh, you can stop that hell.
You alright?
No. Mummy, Daddy,
Oh no!
No.
I've got to tell everybody.
No. Guys, run. I'll be out. Be like, back to the TARDIS, mate.
Babies.
Yeah.
Space babies!
This is a horror story waiting to happen. Oh, I'm tense, man. This is a fever dream. Are they all gonna start crying at once?
Everyone back to work. Show Mummy and Daddy what a good job we've been doing.
What job you... What?
I'm not sure what they do, but I pull them very hard.
All power to you, mate.
Because we knew you'd come back for us one day. We waited.
Uh-oh.
Right. I'm so sorry, but we are not your mummy and daddy.
Okay, good.
I wish we were,
Really?
but we're not.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they go?
That's rough, buddy. Anyway, bye. I probably shouldn't be a companion.
I got you.
Oh, she's doing great.
Oh gosh. Captain Poppy, when was the last time that you had a hug?
Never.
What you got now? Guilt me into it. Do you know what I mean? Coruscant?
The crew went home.
Oh, wow.
So you lot grew up, but you stayed the same size.
How old are they?
But are we wrong?
No. Hey.
We're not meant to be like this. Did we grow up wrong?
Oh, hey. No, 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 no.
Nobody grows up wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You are what you are, and that is magnificent.
Except for gingers. Sort that out. I am so sorry. That was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
And guess who took me in?
I don't know.
I am absolutely lovely.
Yes, you are.
That wasn't rhetorical, Pops.
No one like me exists, and that's true of everyone. It's a superpower.
You're Eric.
Oh, who named you Eric? I'm so sorry. That's a hate crime, mate. I apologise for any Erics in the crowd, but like, your parents did you a disservice. You don't call a baby Eric, I'm sorry.
We've got Nanny.
Good afternoon, children.
Nanny!
It did remind me, Nanny, it reminded me of Wally when we got into this episode and I saw him in the prams and stuff. Do you know what I mean? All of this stuff, doing everything for him.
Nappies are changed.
Can't wait to see that.
You can leave. No, you can't now, can you? They've guilted.
Hey,
Why?
tell them there's no such thing as the
I'm sorry, ladies.
Hello?
Right.
Left.
Oh, for God's sakes. 357.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Where do you think you're going?
Portal 357. Your life, you were abandoned like this, Lord. If things connect, then you are connecting like crazy.
Are we all interconnected? I like that they're tying the individual episode to the larger arc. Okay, that happened. Okay.
It's snowing.
Interesting. You mentioned snow, and now it's snowing.
Just happened ice, it's snow.
Maybe go to 357.
It's like a memory just came through.
So they are connected.
I have been to the ends of time and back, and I have never seen anything like this.
How did that happen? Was it the space station or was it her? That's the question.
Oh, I thought my birth was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Make you feel better? No. Okay.
I wonder who she is.
Yeah.
The memory changed. She was pointing at me.
Oh, interesting.
Don't just stand there yapping, you pair of idiots. Get inside.
Hey, bit rude.
Rico Trieste, signing off duty.
Very Star Trek.
It's the recession. The government closed the baby station to save money, but the law says it's
Of course.
illegal to stop the birth machine.
Right.
Jocelyn,
Nice to meet you.
I don't know how this place works.
Hold on. This,
Thank you.
you leave this.
Want to swap?
Yeah, it's very interesting that we have an example of bureaucracy and capitalism coming together and resulting in something morally egregious. Isn't that the truth, eh?
But once they're born, they don't look after them.
It's a very strange planet.
It's not that strange.
Sounds like ours.
I couldn't leave them
Yeah.
Why would you hide?
because I don't want to see them die.
Oh, okay.
That's how bad it is. There's only so much air.
Well, there's good things as a TARDIS, eh?
That's the fate of every refugee in the universe. You physically have to turn up on someone else's shore. We can't move.
But now you have a ship.
And wouldn't it be horrible if that happened and the shore turned you away? What an example of inhumanity that would be.
It's not like anything I've ever seen.
Something tells me the government put it there to get rid of everything, right? Make it all go away.
Made me run.
I just wonder why.
It's a children's story.
And every story has its hero.
Okay.
Eric, please vacate this area.
No, his little sword. He's unbeatable. Well.
I'm doing what Ruby says. What? She said there's no such thing as the bogeyman. And tell him off.
Yep. Have fun. Oh no.
So scared.
Yeah. Go.
It's my fault. Coming up.
Hey, good on her. Oh, come on. For real? Yikes.
These systems are a crock of waste products.
I love her. I really like how Ruby is taking the lead on a lot of things. Here she suggests a way to take the danger off Eric. A minute ago she was the one to immediately run down to go and get Eric. We also had the Doctor being sort of mean and scaring the kids before. It's an interesting dynamic that feels new. The Doctor is at a place where they can grow while Ruby is sort of paving the way right now. She's a great companion for him.
If I was very, very little and I knew the boogeyman was coming,
You'd poo your pants.
I would need to change my nappy.
Yeah.
Not west, I meant east.
Bro, seriously?
Babies to the rescue.
Wow. Okay. Mandalorian.
Let's get in there, come on.
What a weird premise for an episode. I'm kind of waiting for the penny to drop. Like, there's some mystery, some like moment I feel like that needs to come, you know?
Telling me to leave you on your own then.
So how did this begin?
6 years ago?
Yeah, so it happened 6 years ago, which was when,
That's the same time the babies were born.
yes, was it born in one of the vats?
Yeah, this stuff is slippery roots. Be careful.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Why would you open your mouth? You've only got yourself to blame.
Arion was there, Joss.
The teacher software told a story.
Invented the bogeyman. That is why I'm so scared. It's all deliberate. It's designed to make you scared. It's scary.
By design.
Built it out of... Oh.
Go on.
What?
Oh, Ruby. Oh, man.
Go on.
Tell me what it is.
I can't.
Doctor.
You got her.
Back and see many, many things. Nothing is as bad as this.
Really?
A bogeyman is made out of what?
Bogies.
Sheen is literal.
Oh no.
The nose blowing.
No. Oh no. That's on her head.
Out of bogies. Yes.
No.
I was going to eat after this. Not anymore.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not what?
Oh my God!
His face. Okay, guys. Throw a tissue at it. I like how it runs like this.
It's an airlock.
Yeah.
It is one of the children, Jocelyn.
Wait, it's one of the kids?
I am the last of the Time Lords.
No one else like me exists.
But you're not the only one. You're not the only one that's alone, right?
The only one of his kind.
Yeah. Press the button. You got it. Come on. Alright. Oh. I'm fine. How are we doing? We good?
I'm so sorry. Just on my own.
Yeah.
Such a very long time.
And you end up thinking quite insularly when you're alone, right? Important to have connection, be around people, not be alone, have comfort and company. Okay.
For 6 years, a great pile of methane, babies.
Fuel.
I am gonna let it rip.
Brilliant. We're gonna fart our way down. Beautiful. Are we going to the refugee planet?
I'm feeling very happy.
You shouldn't be, mate. You're called Eric.
So it's a normal day for you then?
No, that was extra special nuts.
Was it? It is pretty normal.
Your very own TARDIS key.
That was quick. Nice, nice, nice. What an odd story to make the opener.
I love it if you came with me.
Oh, I love how he delivered that. You felt it.
We did almost die.
But we lived so much too.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
Let me tell you where we're gonna go.
Except
Go on.
that I can never do.
Okay.
And I'll take you to that church.
Right. See it. Yeah, fair enough. Getting ahead of that. Yeah, that was the first thing.
I think that snow was a warning.
She seems like a well-adjusted, rational person. Because my instinct was like, oh, is she going to just do it at some point? And then he's going to have to chase her. Could be an interesting episode. Heart-tugging episode.
We are gonna go see my mom.
He called himself the Doctor. What's that noise?
In the living room. Okay. Hey, why not? Introduce yourself. Oh, really, though? The roof?
Hiya, mummy.
Hey, fair enough. Full disclosure.
Tell your mom not to slap me.
Yeah, he knows. Go on. Yeah, something going on with her. Come on. Show me. Okay, next episode. Fair enough. No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I hate it. I don't like previews of things. There we go, Space Babies. What did I think? Okay, so what did I like? I liked the, the undertones. I liked the little mentions of this message of the bureaucracy, the government, skimping corners, having laws that don't make sense, that mean that people suffer. Little insertion of that, the whole kind of, the way it linked with the Doctor, their origin, the being alone, and that manifesting itself in this desire from the Doctor wanting to save the monster, right? I think that's a really nice message considering, how the episode went and how it's such a beautiful Doctor Who story in the sense of you have the literal bogeyman and he finds connection and it ties into, that line. We literally got a flashback of when he said that, I'm alone. That element of identity is so present in, I think, this series, which I really like. I really like that they're not putting that aside. They're going to be dealing with that. Episode 1, season 1, we are going in on that. We're not letting it lie. I like that. Same again with Ruby. I really like her character. I think, she's got a decent presence as a companion. Is she necessarily individual in the sense of, can you at this point separate her from past companions necessarily? She's a bit of a cookie cutter companion. She is, so far at least. But I do like the, the lore stuff with her mom and the teasing of that. I think there's a lot of potential with that story, talking about this idea of at some point, is she going to try and go and defy the Doctor, right? In regards to the story itself and the babies and the space station, Nanny, the actual narrative, it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't anything special. I don't think it's necessarily supposed to be, right? It's an episode 1. You're supposed to, it grounded us a lot. It told us a lot of the rules. I think what's supposed to kind of make the episode work and carry you along is the Doctor and Ruby and their rapport and how they interact with one another, the humor, the light moments, you know, the kind of poking fun and that kind of stuff. I don't think the story, the actual narrative itself is meant to be the focus. It is just the tunnel which they are going through, the flavor and the actual things that are, I guess, the meat and potatoes of the episode are, like I say, the Doctor, Ruby, the little hints as to what's going on with them, the wider arc, and the Doctor, their origin, how that's obviously still affecting them, that kind of thing. And it's fun, and it's goofy, and it's silly, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it doesn't matter, right? That's peak Doctor Who. That's what it's always been. I think it did what it had to do. Right, it eased you in. It bridged the gap from the specials into the new season. It gave a nice kind of foundation to launch into the rest of the season with. The story itself, not super special, not something that people are going to be, I think, talking about, right? I think out of 10, it's like a 6. It's fine, it's good, right? But anyway, that was Space Babies, the first episode of season 1 Doctor Who. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of this episode? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. But without further ado, let's go into episode 2. Oh, hello. Bad guy? Not getting good vibes from the kid.
Beethoven wrote this when he first discovered he was going deaf. All that rage.
Mate.
Something beautiful. Am I boring you, Henry?
You're just a bit intense.
Stuffy.
Oh, that, sure.
It's called the Devil's Chord.
Oh.
It was banned by the church in medieval times.
Oh, play it for me. That's all I need to hear.
In case it allows the devil to enter the room.
Well, they're definitely coming.
Makes you shiver, doesn't it?
It's a bit disappointing. Oh. He's a very good player. Fair enough.
Oh, what?
Come in. Wait, from the piano? What indeed? Okay. Oh, God.
Henry, get away from him.
Them.
What?
Me.
What?
I'm them.
You're who?
Nice to see you again, kiddo.
Again?
That's my daddy.
Huh.
You didn't look at my name, sir.
Henry. His song is sung.
Okay.
Who are you?
Good question.
Maestro.
Perfect.
What are you?
Bit rude.
I am
Magnificent.
music.
Okay.
And you
Oh, I like the piano on the collar.
are the greatest composer who ever lived.
Really?
Clever enough to find the lost chord.
Oh.
You never had the luck. You never got that break.
Oh, we're doing one of these stories, okay.
You're right. Nobody ever understood me.
Bless him. It's a good question. I hate it. I hate thinking about this because it is, isn't it? It's this unsung potential, right? How many people have we never heard of who are geniuses in what they do? And we have such a society that doesn't look for that either. Like nowadays, we look for so many things in the wrong ways. It's so much a case of like actors get hired, you know, people get hired for films and things nowadays based on their reach. You know, how many people are they going to sell tickets to? Have they got a high social media following? It's never just they're a great actor. Sure, that can happen too, right? Obviously that happens too, but there's so much more attached to it. And you know, look at singers today, right? Girl bands, boy bands. If they're not conventionally good looking, they're not going to have the same opportunity as someone who is. It's so sad. We've cultivated a society that stifles creativity, that stifles skill and talent because we don't look for those things. It's sad to think about, you know, how many people like this guy have gone unnoticed. How much beauty have we lost because we didn't pay attention?
All those songs you never sang.
Yeah.
They sit there still, wrapped around your heart.
Leave it alone.
Wrapped
Loving the bow tie though.
tight. Would you like me to set them free?
Probably not, no.
I would love that, yes.
Really? Okay. Oh, well, mate, you read the room. Yeah. Okay. Very interested what the Maestro is all about, I'll be honest with you. You're gonna eat it? Like some noodles. Fair enough. Hey, you gotta get what you gotta get. It's in this economy, do you know?
Now.
No, thank you. Oh, no, forget it. I'm in. Yeah! I'm in. Good opener, to be honest. Like, I'm preferring the theme and the tone and the narrative of this one already more so than the first one, if I'm honest.
I want to see the Beatles recording their very first album.
Really? That's so boring. I'm so sorry.
All the Beatles albums, we used to play them every day after school.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, if I could go anywhere, then that's where I'd...
That's your first choice, though. First choice, like, you know what I mean?
Amazing!
Oh, right,
Oh, people always say the Titanic. Oh, no.
I mean, sure. Sorry, I'm not a huge Beatles fan. I apologise. I do apologise. My older brother is. He loves them. I do apologise to all the people I just alienated. Yeah, fair. Sorry.
What about my clothes?
Good.
Mate, you were about to walk out in that. I like that we're making a big deal out of this. Yes. Oh yeah. Sorry, I've seen these outfits in the promo, but they look good. Come on. He's essentially got a catwalk. Best design choice. I like that he established he's got wigs.
Oh, come on!
I like that they're selling the joy of it, you know, the joy of this amazing thing, going through time and seeing different time, you know, it would be so fun, it would be so cool.
What, they ask who we are?
You got your paper?
Janet said we could take over, so you can have 10 minutes off.
Oh, right. Very kind. There's always a Janet.
There is always a Janet.
Good morning. Cup of tea?
Do you know what I mean? We got this in the first episode, but this episode too, she's very much taking charge a little bit, right? Which is really interesting. I don't dislike that. I actively like that, honestly. Because I think the Doctor, Shooter's Doctor, does hold autonomy, does hold power, does hold, you know, he's making decisions, he is doing stuff. But a lot of the time she is taking initiative on stuff too. And I don't know, I like their dynamic. Previously, I do feel like the Doctor is always in charge, the companion kind of takes second fiddle. It's like, what do we do? What do we do? We've had stronger companions too, but I feel like consistently the power dynamic between like Ruby and the Doctor is equal, as opposed to typically in the past, it always feels like Doctor, companion here. Do you know what I mean? I like that a lot.
Now you're talking, Paul, lad. I just want to go.
Okay.
Whatever you say, boss.
Oh, she's actually doing the tea. Well, you got it, haven't you?
Good luck.
I've got a dog, he's called Fred. Dog is alive, he's not dead. He loves me too, I haven't got...
Amazing. Is the maestro eating songs? All the songs. Beautiful. See, if they sang stuff like that, I'd be into the Beatles, you know?
Good luck, Scylla.
Cilla Black.
I love you, you love me, 'cause you love me.
Beautiful.
Oh, Scylla.
Yeah. Music's dying, okay. It's okay. We can fix it.
Look at them. Everything's gone dull.
Yeah.
No one hums, no one whistles.
Oh, mate, it's just 2024. Oh, I hurt myself.
If music is gone, that means everything is changing. The whole human race is taking a different path.
That's a wild concept, isn't it? Fair play, though. I think music's so influential. They're right. Absolutely. I think if it changed in some fundamental way, it would change things. Music motivates. It strengthens, you know. It makes people dream and wish for better and want more. That thing that you can't motivate yourself to do, suddenly you listen to a great song and you're like, I'm going to do that. I'm not saying that always happens, but yeah, it's so integral to the human experience, right? And yeah, it's such an interesting story. Came into this episode and it's like, if you're not into the Beatles, it's like, okay. But now it's like, it's transcended that subject. It's kind of shifted to something more universal. Music, not just a band that you may or may not like, right? Which I think is so much more relatable. Like, so many more people can get into. I think that's a really good decision for the narrative.
You take John Lennon, I'll take Paul McCartney, find out what's happened and when it...
2 cups of tea, my darlings.
Oh, we are hard on the tea, aren't we?
They're not very good, are they?
Oh, no.
Fair enough, eh?
That's great, lad. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Waltzes used to exist. When did they start becoming wrong?
Dunno, way back.
Huh.
Why? What happened?
Good question.
We started seeing sense.
No, hey.
What we're doing here today is the last gasp.
For music?
I can make a bit of money out of cheap old rhymes so I can settle down and get a proper job.
Oh no. Oh, I love this. Sorry, that was aggressive. But certainly in this country, there's been a lot of, you know, especially around 2020 and everything that was happening there, of get a proper job, moving away from the arts. And I think I love the theme that we have already, and his line there of, and then I can get a proper job and settle down. And it's like, that isn't the point of life. That isn't the point of our existence here, to get into banking or, and no offense to anyone who does that, right? You could, you know, a 9 to 5, an office job, you work for a company, you sell this, you sell that, you know, what makes it a proper job, right? We've invented this. Humans have invented this idea, this concept. And it's like, hand in hand with the human experience is the arts. It's music, it's writing, it's painting, you know. It's not lesser than anything else. It's equal, if not more important, at least to my mind. The arts are more important to the human race than anything that can be associated with a proper job. The thing that will be left left in 100 years' time isn't the repercussions of someone doing a 9 to 5 for some company. What will remain will be that song, will be that piece of art. We have that now. You go to any museum and there's paintings and statues, you know, there's carvings of things that were done hundreds of years ago. That's what lasts. That's what people care about. That's so much more entwined with the human experience than sorry, I feel very invested in this because that's where I swing. I've always swung more towards the creative side. That's always what's given me joy. Any proper job has leached any joy from me. I can't do that. I know that I can't. So I'm biased to a certain extent, but I do think from a neutral perspective, when you look at both aspects to it of the arts and, you know, things that aren't the arts, I do think the arts are so, like I say, fundamentally part of who we are. And when you lose that, and I think that's where the episode is going, you lose joy. Everything becomes dull, right? People stop whistling. People stop being carefree and happy. And we need that. That seems to be thematically what the episode is doing, what it's going for. And I love that.
Just want to finish the album, get back to Liverpool and forget it.
Ooh.
Well, you can't do that. We need you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at anything.
Come on. But that's the thing. This is getting closer and closer to the reality we're living in, right? It's so hard. Human life gravitates around a 9 to 5. Typically you have a mortgage or you have rent more commonly, right? Nowadays, that happens monthly. If you're in the arts, you don't get regular payments. You have to have another job that pays you on a monthly basis because whether you get paid or not for your artistic works, typically it's quite erratic payment. Like we make it as hard as possible for people to exist in that artistic world while it's so easy to exist in a 9 to 5. That's what our society is based around. The weekday is Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, everything opens up, everything's happening because the most amount of people with the 9 to 5s have those 2 days off. Our whole existence is around that. And so it makes it really hard. And because of that, you're not taken seriously. How many times you see people digging at actors because they're working in a restaurant at the same time? I've had that experience too. I've been in a place in life where I've had an agent, I am working and I'm getting paid for my acting work, but I don't know when I'm going to get paid for that. Sometimes you get paid months after the gig. You need to make sure that you're paying your rent to have a roof over your head. You need to make sure you're getting money now so that you can pay for groceries and literally survive and eat. And typically a 9 to 5 job won't allow you the space to do your artistic thing. So you've got to go into hospitality. You've got to go into retail. You've got to get a part-time job and do that stuff and shift work. And that's what you have to do to survive. But then hand in hand in that is this judgment. I've been working in a restaurant, working as an actor at the same time. And I have had a new person that was working in the restaurant being like, oh, you want to be an actor? And I'm like, no, I am an actor. Do you know what I mean? And you have to kind of fight for that a little bit, right? And sometimes you feel a bit pretentious, kind of being like, no, I am an actor. You don't say it like that, but do you know what I mean? You kind of have to fight for that identity. Even though that's what you are, people don't put a lot of stock in it. They don't see you that way because, and you know, you get to the point where you're talking about actors and a lot of people, when you say actor, they think of celebrity and it's like those two things are different things as well. There's so much more, there's so much to it. And I think so often when, you know, you hear like struggling artist a lot and it's like, if you're creating art and making money from it, you're a successful artist. The issue is that our society doesn't work around it, so our society doesn't particularly support our artists, and so it's so difficult. And so many people give up because it's so hard, and that's kind of valid in this day and age as well, right?
And why do I wake up crying?
Oh.
A single note.
The devil's chord.
And you put them together. Mm-hmm. It feels like the most holy thing on this earth.
That's it.
Like a G.
Get this man in the studio. Okay.
You are disgusting.
Well.
Dance must be gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can you dance without music?
I mean, you can, but you want to? I live over there. I'm there right now.
Huh?
Gonna have to start again.
In the past, I live in a place called Totter's Lane. I parked the TARDIS in a junkyard.
Oh, that's so cool. He's referring to that.
You're what?
My granddaughter.
Susan.
Isn't it interesting? Because like New Who, Christopher Eccleston, Forward, barely ever really references, you know, the old Doctor Who. I love that. I really love that.
Like now, like today, back in our time, my time.
Time Lords were murdered. Genocide rolled across time.
Hello.
Doctor, God.
Oh, bless her. Good. We're coming back to it again. Episode 2, and it's mentioned again. Genocide. This genocide.
Can't bear whistling, Doc. No thanks.
I love the feel of this new Doctor Who. There's so many little details, I feel like, that make it better, elevate it. Oh, the hat, mate. You should bring that back.
I wrote this for my friend Trudy when a girl broke her heart.
You wrote it? Brilliant. You're going to project it, make people listen. Or attract the maestro. Maybe that's... Yeah, I already really like this episode. Here we go. Yeah, we won it, huh? Really, we're immediately running.
That was the giggle.
Oh, of course he was. Yes, of course he was. That's why he ran.
I can't fight this thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've got, you know, one episode, then the next one. And in both of them, he's ran immediately. You know, very interesting because, yeah, the big thing last episode of the Doctor being like, why did I do that? And this time again, I mean, you get it because it's the giggle, right? But yeah, interesting characterization for his Doctor. I like that the Doctor's scared. Kind of makes me a little bit like, oh, you know, scares me a little bit. And it also kind of provides stakes to the episode. It's like, okay, how dangerous is this? The Doctor's scared. Okay, probably pretty dangerous. And it kind of puts you in, like, it put me in the position there of like, I want to see the Doctor get out of this. I want to see what they do to get out of this. I want to see, do you know what I mean? I want to see that this Doctor's tested. We haven't really seen the Doctor tested yet. I don't know if we're going to see it this episode, but do you know what I mean? Like, Ncuti's Doctor hasn't really been in a situation where it's like, right, what have you got? You know, what are you going to do? We had obviously in the specials, but Tennant's Doctor was there alongside. Ncuti's Doctor wasn't solo. Last episode, sure there were stakes, but they weren't really that huge. So yeah. Ooh, can't deny. Sorry, I'm British, it just happens. Hello. Interesting. That's really cool. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Yikes. Oh, hello. Is this going to tear them away? There we go, okay. Right, Doctor, you're up. You got a bit of space. You got a bit of time. Yike. I get it, though. You start playing music and this happens, you'd stop. You would stop.
You're scaring me now.
The unsteady breath, I love that, yeah. He's really selling the fear.
Must be part of the Pantheon.
Oh.
Oh, Ruby, the...
Explain.
The toy maker, and defeating him took everything. It ripped me in half.
True.
Literally, it tore my soul in half. I can't survive that again.
Yeah.
You made that silence.
One trick, once. That's all you get with the gods.
But you always know.
I don't. The last time I got lucky, catch. This thing is stealing music.
A music god.
I'm sorry.
You don't know what to do.
The world did not end in 1963.
Okay, we gotta have the talk.
I was born in 2004 and...
Oh, yuck. You're not allowed to be born after 2000, that's the rules. Are we gonna go back to her time and show her?
Come with me.
Okay. Oh, lighting. Hello. I love this. He is immediately being tested. This powerful, you know, you usually build up a season and then obviously get to this great ranging power at the end. And I love it's episode 2, you know, because his Doctor hasn't really been established yet. He's not had time. He probably almost doesn't quite know who he is fully. You know, he's still discovering that. And yeah, coming into the world after obviously the giggle and everything that happened there is very traumatic in itself. I say that, you know, it was supposed to be a big healing, fair enough. But considering how that ended and that it ended in a splitting of the soul, it would inspire a lot of fear. And sorry, I love that we're getting in episode 2 of his run, another one. It's scary. It's testing him. And I like that. It's not just an easy road for his Doctor, which kind of breaks the mold a little bit, I think, to what you typically, oh God. To what you typically expect from an episode 2 of a new season. Damn. Yeah. Okay, go back, yeah?
This is your home if Maestro isn't stopped.
Again, stakes. Showing you as the audience.
Where's my mom?
Don't ask.
I think without music, the human race goes sour.
What an image, eh? Oh, God. Oh, yikes. It's so interesting. I think with the fear that you see in Ncuti and the way that he's reacting to all of this, he doesn't feel like the Doctor of old. He doesn't feel like the Doctor in New Who. He doesn't feel like a Christopher Eccleston, a David Tennant, a Matt Smith, a Peter Capaldi, you know. He doesn't feel like an oncoming storm. He doesn't feel, do you know what I mean? He feels more like a guy with a box and he's just traveling. He doesn't fit, do you know what I mean? I do feel like there is a very distinct characterization of this Doctor that is more in tune with where the show started in the 20th century as opposed to the 21st. I like that because I think to a certain extent you get used to, you know, a Tennant or a Smith. They come up against someone like this and you're like, oh, this is a Tuesday. This is fine. They're going to deal with it. And I think the interesting thing about this is that Nshute's Doctor, because of that characterization, feels out of his depth, which makes the episode feel like it has more stakes, and I'm more invested for that. Yeah, even when he's trying to put on airs a little bit, you can see that he's shaky.
Maestro!
There, look, yeah. This, I like that. Yeah, that, there, look at that. Great acting.
Yes.
Child of the toy maker.
Okay.
Daddy was so bad to me.
I bet.
I get stronger.
What a high stakes episode, I love it.
I'm going solo.
You know what, a powerful villain.
Which means a different combination of notes would banish you.
Don't tell the plan.
And you might be bright and hot and timey-wimey.
Oh, hello.
But genius? Oh, honey, I don't think so.
Really? We're coming at the Doctor that way.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
No, that's something else.
Oh?
Hariyama!
Right?
Left.
We can use this as a weapon.
Right.
Left. Yeah, and it's also this thing, isn't it, of the Maestro is like, you're not a genius. And it's like, yeah, we haven't really seen them do that yet. We haven't seen that element of this Doctor. And I like how we are kind of establishing, okay, this baseline of who they are. And there's this element of Nshute's Doctor has to prove himself. It's not just automatically assumed. I like that. Like I was talking about last episode, this re-establishment of the rules of the Doctor, right? This season 1. And I think the character of the Doctor getting re-established again almost. That's the effect it creates.
Sometimes genius is just hard work.
Sometimes.
Wait a minute.
You're gonna have to get the Beatles in, right?
Can you hear that?
Uh-oh. Okay. Go.
Down!
Yeah. Okay, now you're angry. Let's go.
Only human life with music to her heart.
They're great. Damn.
Maestro, I am asking you just... What?
Hello? There is something with Ruby, isn't there?
There's a hidden song
Oh.
inside our soul.
Okay, larger arc. Ah, her mum. And it's back, okay. What is going on with Ruby?
What is this?
I love it. The wider arc and the wider season thing is always present in, you know, the episodes. We've got it in episode 1, now episode 2. I also like this thing they're setting up with the Pantheon, right? And we had obviously the Toymaker. Now we have the Maestro. I wonder how much that's going to be playing around in the wider arc as well, of what we're perhaps building up towards.
How could a song have so much power?
Is Ruby going to be one of the Pantheon?
And power like him? Like who?
Huh?
The oldest one? He can't have been there.
Huh? Very interesting.
This creature is very wrong.
This is very right.
Left! Sorry.
The Mrs. Mills piano. Ah!
A sing-off? Okay.
Music back.
That's what I meant. You got it. What a cool battle, right? It's on par, I think, with almost the throwing, the catch. Okay. Oh.
Are you enough of a genius?
Oh, I would never call myself that, Maestro. I've experienced everything.
Experience. That's what the Doctor's got, really.
I can find the chord to banish you.
Nice. So interesting how the Beatles are such a light touch on this episode, considering how it started. You got it? Damn. Uh-oh. Where did that come from? There we go. I don't know why I'm asking questions. The Beatles. Come on. Finish it. Go on. Go on, lad. Mate, for real. It's interesting, isn't it? Because I do feel like the Doctor's lost here, which I like. It makes these gods, the Pantheon, come across as powerful, right? Because I think that thing, the line that we had about, you know, I only just beat the Toymaker and it split my soul, right? There's consequence to that and what that win cost the Doctor. And I do feel like there's a danger in this episode of the show taking power from those gods if the Doctor beats the Maestro easily. You kind of dissolve the work you did in the specials with the toy maker. And I like that this episode is also really hard this time, and actually arguably at this point the Doctor lost. It was, you know what I mean? And now if we get this kid, you know, finish the thing, it would be a close one battle, you know, and it still keeps this establishment of, okay, these gods of this pantheon are creatures to be reckoned with. I like that, and it's really important if you want the stakes to remain for this pantheon, right? Wow. Hello.
Together, and it feels like the most holy thing on this earth.
And I like the myth of it all, right? This myth of these sacred notes, these mythical notes that have power. I like it. Yeah, what a cool adventure.
Almost here.
Damn. Okay, another little tease to remind us I like it.
Listen, everywhere.
Yeah, and it is. It's this symbolic representation, you know, the episode of if the human race loses music, this thing that is so intrinsic to our existence, the world ends. Obviously, in this episode, it took the form of kind of spoon feeding that to you, showing you the world literally ended. But I do feel like that's quite a symbolic image in the sense of, I do think if we lost that, if we stifle that in ourselves, we lose a lot of ourselves too. I really like that. And now that it's back, it's joyous and it's part of ourselves returned.
There's always a twist at the end.
There's always a twist. There's always a twist.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I bet people hated this, right? I mean, it's not a catchy song, but I like it for the fact that it feels like they're having fun. Like the writers, like Russell, it feels like they're having fun. I kind of love it just because they were like, we're just going to put a dance number. You know, it's this celebration of music. It's music, right? It's this joyous, you know, look at the lighting. It's so bright. Everyone's wearing bright colors. Everyone's so larger than life. It's, you know, this episode of look what we have when music is gone. And then we'll look what it is when it's here. Everyone's so happy. Like, the point isn't really the song itself. It's the presence of song, of dance, and the kind of the joy of it, right? Which I think that kind of gives you as you're watching it, which is the point. What a cool episode. I love this one. No! Sorry. Beautiful. I love that episode so much. That's like a solid 8 for me. Solid 8. Like a genuinely very good episode of Doctor Who. There was so much packed in it. There was so much when you think about how much was in there. I think isolated as an episode on its own, it's really strong. You know, you've got the maestro, that is the big bad, and the Doctor tackling that. You have the Beatles, the music, the myth of the music, the notes, all that stuff. It's really, you know, a tight story. Then you have the theme. Thematically, it's really good too. I talked about it earlier in the episode of this way that it's representing the human race and how music and art is so intrinsic, so important. And look what happens when we lose it. I love that. I love that. Seamlessly intertwined in the episode, in the narrative, is that theme. Then you have the wider arc, still tucked in there, of Ruby. What is Ruby? What is this power? What is this song within her? What is her past? You know, she keeps bringing Snow, right? This memory out into the real world. You have the Pantheon. You have the link to the specials in the Maestro and the Toymaker. We're not letting that go. Then we have the One Who Waits coming back into it again, linking up with Ruby and what's going on with Ruby, and peeling back the layers of that. Has she got something to do with the Pantheon? All of that I've just talked about in a 50-minute episode. Really impressive writing feat to get all of that in and also tell a really good story, start, middle, finish, have good pace, and have also within that the characterization of the Doctor, this character that's still getting established, we're still getting to know Ncuti's Doctor. And yeah, I really love the little subtle tones of he's untested, you know, the fear that we saw. I like that. And also, like I say, the insertion of stakes into the episode was done really well, mostly through Ncuti and his reaction and his acting of the events. I really like that. I really like it. Really, really strong episode, honestly, to kind of finish the video with. But I'll leave it there. I've waffled on enough. If you like this video, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see my Doctor Who content, do subscribe down below. We will be covering the whole series. Links in the description if you'd like to support me further. I've got early access to all my videos. Go have a look if you're interested. Thank you, as always, to those who do support me genuinely. Thank you so much. Please consider watching either of these videos right here to keep the hype train rolling. But other than that, that's it from me. Be well, be good, and I'll see you soon.